pork pop for helping out today. Somebody texted in the break. You guys were talking about people. What?
Did you see Cody? He's not left that Reddit page. He's looking at pictures of himself.
First off, a lot of the people on here are
we're
defending
back on
me.
the air now. What?
He ends up liking it because they're
talking about him.
Kind to him.
Yeah.
Oh, they're nice to you?
They hate Mary way more than they hate me.
Oh, well. Boy, I wonder what the difference is
I don't know.
on Reddit. You guys were talking about people beating up, employee got beaten at Wendy's. I sent Bill the link. I robbed a Taco Bell drive-thru in Virginia in 2005, this person says.
Oh, yeah, he sent it to me on Facebook, yeah.
What? He's
proud
his
of it?
story? Like hey, look at this.
No, he does, it's his friend in the car in front of him, and his friend is buying food, and he's in the car behind him, and he just runs by and grabs the guy's food. And that's he
didn't put a Glock in their face and
yeah.
You're kind of overselling it there.
I know,
You dined and dashed.
Sort of.
Kind
And
of,
basically, he only stole from his friend, too.
Right.
As they're just telling me in the message. So, like, the cops asked his friend if, like, hey, do you guys want to press charges? So.
Yeah, it's called securing the bag.
Mm-hmm.
Taco Bell sounds good.
Taco Bell sounds good.
Yeah. After that sour cream talk, and now Taco Bell.
I see.
It's almost like it's meant to be.
So will you'll get whatever you get, you'll get it with sour cream?
I'll probably just get a Crunchwrap as is with soft taco supreme, cinnamon twist, Baja Blast. That's always my order.
They
when I
still
go there.
have cinnamon twists?
I might be the only
Yes, they
person
do.
ordering
Really?
them, but I love cinnamon
Back in the
twist.
day, they were these cinnamon crispas, and I don't know why they switched to twists, but they used to be cinnamon sugar tortilla chips.
Oh.
And they were awesome.
Oh, I
Really, when I was a kid, they were
I don't
cinnamon
remember
crispas.
that,
They were
yeah.
great.
They were always like the puffed. Maybe they wanted to be more churro-like, more authentic. I don't know. I've only ever known the twists.
Are you out tonight?
Yeah, I'm doing a show at Dina's over there in Old Brooklyn. Starts at 8 p.m., $10. Come on out. Lots of new material. It's very good. I was working on it over the weekend with Mike Cannon at Hilarities, and that dude's funny.
He's
And
super funny.
He's very funny. And it was just a good weekend overall, doing some comedy. But tonight, Dina's, 8 p.m., $10. You can get tickets at billsquire.com.
I was almost.
But tonight you wouldn't get them at the website. You just walk up and get them, right?
I mean, if you want to, it might sell out. It's very small. It's not a big room. And I was on the front page of Reddit today, so you never know.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, you're going to love our headliner tonight. You've seen him on the front page of Reddit.
Hey, that's what gets people out
Today.
more now. Like,
is it really?
Like TikTok and YouTube. I mean, that's
Yeah.
what's getting people out, because the stand-up shows like on Comedy Central, they're not getting people. I mean, even if they are watching it, they're watching it on YouTube.
It's so fragmented and
they're watching it on TikTok or YouTube.
I'm
or
getting a
whatever.
lot of messages from people who are like all happy that I'm on TikTok now. I'm
Yeah.
like, slow your roll. I'm posting show clips there.
well, yeah, that's what it's for.
No, I know. I'm sure at
I
some
don't think-
point I'll put some goofy crap on there.
I was going to say, I don't think they're expecting you to be in a bikini top dancing around.
Well, but if you are, you're in luck. Thursday Bikini with AC. It's starting this week. I just got to figure out what my brand is, Mary.
You should
show.
put your put the video of you eating the McRib up on there.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah. How long is that? It's like 3 minutes long, right?
Yeah, it's not long.
I forgot about that.
The McRib, yeah. Al has his first McRib.
You know
Very
what, though?
compelling content.
That could be a way that you go with it, because you weren't particularly, please don't take offense to this, entertaining in that McRib video. Because he wasn't. He
No, I
took
know.
a couple bites
I
and
said,
was like, okay.
This sucks, yeah. I'm not going to... Yeah.
You didn't describe it at all. You
No.
took a few bites and you were like, yeah.
That's my brand.
That could be your brand.
That's right.
Is just unenthused food reviews. Like,
Nonplussed
Yeah.
food reviews.
Yeah.
It's funny. When I was... my son got discharged last night from... I spent last night in an ER in Lansing.
Why is that funny?
What's that? Well, I'll tell you. So when he gets discharged, I take him back to his apartment, and then we're just waiting for his mom, because she was going to, get stuff for his fridge or whatever, buying him groceries. So he and I are sitting there, and we're watching stuff on YouTube. And he's pointing me to, podcasters on YouTube, these dudes that just do these shows, like Tiny Meat Gang, you know those guys?
Nope.
No.
Okay.
There's so many.
No, I know, but Tiny Meat Gang has kind of got a little empire there. They've been doing it for a little while. But it is funny.
But that's what I'm saying. Like, you could have an empire and still be.
That's right.
Someone that
a lot of people won't know who. Yeah. But anywho, but they have a pretty sizable audience, and there's people who pay attention to it. But holy cow! Listen, I think we do a really good show here, and I know that it is a different medium than YouTube and all that. We kind of play around and integrate where we can and have fun where we can. But the shows on YouTube that get tens, hundreds of thousands of views are so boring.
Oh, they suck.
They're laughing their asses off, and my son is kind of sitting there chuckling too. He goes, "This is really funny," and I'm watching these two dudes. They're laughing about, and I'm kind of sitting there like trying to go along because I'm interested in finding out who's doing what, and I'm like, wow,
what?
And they only have to do 2 of these a week,
and they're like 40 minutes. Yeah.
Well, it's like an hour, I think, but it's like if they have somebody on, it's like super dull, and it's not. I know it's not an interview format, but like that's a well-known property that people are into, and it's. But again, that you are going for a different audience there. People who are weaned on podcasts. Yeah. I don't know that the bar's that high. There are some that do it really well, but a couple that we were watching, I was like, wow, people watch this like twice a week, or they'll put a free one on YouTube and they'll go, if you want the other one, come over to Patreon. And I was like, wow, that's how these guys got rich?
Yes.
$10 for this?
Yeah.
Wow.
I remember last summer I was out in Michigan doing shows, and I was plugging Alan Cox Show as part of like my merch pitch. I had the stickers, and I was like, if you guys listen, we can get it on the iHeartRadio app, yada, yada, yada. And someone came up to me and was like, so you do like a podcast? I was like, no, it's actually like a terrestrial radio show, but you can get it in podcast form. And he goes, so it's like a 4-hour live podcast. I was like, yeah, or a radio show. Like that's it. Right. I think people forget that radio was around before podcasting.
Well, but it's funny though too, because my wife was watching the last episode of the Sex and the City reboot. Well, and Just Like That is what this is called. And I didn't watch it. I liked Sex and the City back in the day. This just didn't scratch me where I itched. But we were laying in bed and watching the last episode. And one of the main plot points of this season is that Carrie Bradshaw is a podcaster now. And it's so funny. I always used to laugh how they would depict radio in movies and television too, because it's very opulent. It's very, for my money, the Frasier was the closest they ever got to what radio actually looks like. There's like a booth and there's somebody there. Like they kind of did their homework, but like news radio was this huge glass thing, and and the movie talk radio with Eric Bogosian, this huge room and there's neon and all this crap. Similar to what I assume our brand new studios will look like downtown.
So much neon.
So much. I've demanded pink neon. But,
it just says believe in cursive.
Yeah, that's right. But the Sex and the City thing where she's a podcast, it's this huge studio and there's a producer and they're taking calls. And I'm like, there are some that do that, but 99% do not.
No.
It's just 2 people in their living room. Bill Squire show. He's got a whole thing set up, right?
It's in my spare room.
There you go. It's in his spare room. You're not in the dining room anymore?
Haven't been in that. No, the Bill Squire show's been in the studio, like the other room.
It's like a bedroom or okay.
Yeah, it's just an extra room that I use for that. But once we get downtown, I'm going to turn it into a spare bedroom.
Oh, you going to start doing the show from downtown?
Yes.
Oh, you are?
I need better cameras. I need better microphones.
I see.
I mean, it's worked and it still works fine, but we have it. Why not use it?
Yeah, right. Yeah. Alan Cox Show After Hours line, you would drop a message there, you can. It's 216-986-8903.
Hi, guys. This is Brian from Kent. Just got done plowing all night for plowing snow, to clarify.
I was like, what a bragger.
Listen to your podcast, catching up. And there are 2 images living rent-free in my head for probably about the last 8 hours. The first one is Mary finally going to go divvy up all of her storage containers from her mom, only to find a bunch of her assets that she's been slowly purloining every time she goes over to take care of that cat. It just makes me laugh. Think about her throwing up MAGA Brothers storage unit and see her curtains hanging in the back wall or something.
Oh, he really?
He's saying that my mom is going to steal my
Your
items,
curtains.
my curtains,
Slowly.
coffee tables,
Yeah.
pillows, and put them in my brother's storage
That's
unit.
right. It's like an Ocean's 11 type
That's
thing.
so
It's
good.
very intricate.
Think about her throwing up MAGA Brothers storage unit and see her curtains hanging in the back wall or something. And the second and more funny is Poundcake running around like Stephen Hawking going, "Man, bitch, where is my smoothie?" So
Right.
thank you guys both for both of those. Have a good one.
Well, he's cracking himself up. Yeah, we got on some tear about Poundcake if he had to get a tracheotomy. Now, where's my smoothie, bitch? Yeah, right.
I think I would be the nicest person because I would be probably embarrassed about like the state of my life. So I don't want to be.
Why aren't you now?
'Cause I'm not embarrassed about the state of my life.
No, why aren't you now?
But why aren't you?
Well,
I'm not saying you should be. I'm saying the way you talk sometimes makes it sound like you would be.
Well, I don't know. I feel like if I had something that bad, I'm burdening a lot of other people with my, I don't know, with my
Existence.
yeah
Burdening people. If you had a tracheotomy,
yeah.
but you could still operate and walk around and people could understand you.
But I feel like people get uncomfortable with people with disabilities.
Well, they do, but that's
and
on
so-
them. That's not. That
I
wouldn't be
know,
on
but
you.
I'm just saying. But knowing what I know, how people treat other people.
Knowing how he treats people.
No, I was saying other people. I was saying other people. Knowing what I know, how people treat other people so poorly, I don't want to be the old mean guy that's like a dick, and he also can't. He was like, because the first thing they're gonna throw out, "Oh man, that's why you can't even talk." Shut up, bitch! I can talk. Like making fun of me. You don't know what I've been through. Like, I don't want to be that guy. So I would be like, "Thank you, kind sir, for holding the door. There's still some kind people out there. All right, can I get my smoothie, bitch?"
He's immediate. So after an accident, he's instantly like an old blues man or something.
thank
He's
you so
instantly
much.
75. Thank you, young blood. I appreciate it.
Have a blessed day.
You have a blessed day.
After I did all the sinning in the world.
Yeah. How you doing, Miss Serena? I'm blessed. I'm blessed.
So blessed.
So blessed.
I'm still here. Just coming to get my smoothie.
Do you think
No,
that if you have a
Cal.
tracheotomy, all you can drink is smoothies?
I'm just saying.
He just likes
That's-
smoothies a lot.
I'm a fan of smoothies. I
Feels
just
good
wasn't
down
sure.
my throat.
And drinking it through his neck.
Yeah.
Like that duck.
Just with a turkey baster through his neck hole.
Yep, the Delilah duck.
I don't know how you guys didn't hear that before me.
Delilah.
No.
Hello, yes, hi. Ray. That's Poundcake after his tracheotomy.
Can I intern for you?
Dude, I freaking love animals, man.
Yeah, the movie that I took my daughter to that was sadly cut short was called The Wolf and the Lion, which I guess it's a true story. I'd never heard of it before, but I was just kind of looking for a movie to take her to. And
Yeah, I'd
it's
never
got
heard of that either.
no, it's got cute little animals, so she didn't. She's like, yeah,
Yeah.
great. Some girl wolf finds her house and
Lions.
yeah, there's this really convoluted opening scene where like a guy in a plane has a baby lion cub. He's taking the crate is marked circus.
Yeah.
You know, and then the plane crashes in a storm and the girl's walking around and the
Yeah.
lion cub has fallen out of the plane but into a bird's nest. And then the bird gets mad, so the cub falls out of the nest and into the girl's arms. I'm like, here we go.
Now it's going to get good.
Yeah, this is...
There's that one, speaking of like animal movies, Dog with Channing Tatum. And you know that one's going to be an ass kicker because
It's like a canine vet or something.
Yeah.
he's like, he was in the armed forces and he's got to it was like his partner's dog and he's got to help transfer it to this other person.
And the dog doesn't
yeah.
like anybody. It's
Yeah.
real mean.
But you know they're going to bond and then the
the
dog's
dog's
going to
gonna
get
die.
hurt.
The dog's
dog's
gonna
going to
die.
die or get hurt and I can't do it.
Yeah. Channing Tatum's, they've been writing a lot about him because he was off the radar for a while. He didn't do anything for like 4 or 5 years. And then he said when they canceled the Gambit movie, he got all depressed because he wanted to be a superhero.
Who doesn't?
That's true. That's very true. Hey, Matt.
Yeah, what's up?
What's going on, Matt?
Hey, man, I had you guys are talking about the trachs. I had one put in, and I had some of my friends come to the hospital visit me. They brought a little thing of bubbles, and they had me blowing bubbles through my little trach hole in my head.
Those are good friends.
Those are good friends. They're like, hey, man, you better make this entertaining for us.
Yeah.
Like, I was, like, down in the dumps, man, and they, like, lifted my spirits, like, serious, man. I got video of it and everything. It's great.
Matt, why the trach? You got hurt or what happened?
Yeah, they had problems. It is a long story, man. I had, part of my lung taken, but they had problems intubating me, and so yeah, they had to put a big hole in my neck.
Wow. I mean, you still sound kind of gravelly. Is it? I
got like paralyzed vocal cords, so I got this raspy voice going on.
It ain't the worst voice.
No,
man.
it sounds cool.
Sounds
yeah,
kind of awesome.
Yeah, right. But you're doing okay otherwise?
Oh yeah, I'm great, man.
Yeah.
I'm great.
Okay, cool. Thanks, man.
Hate the show.
All right, there you go. Thank you, sir. I appreciate it. I was reading a thing about two separate articles I read. One this morning about how over in Sweden or something, they've figured out something where they can get paralyzed mice to walk, and they're hoping to use it in humans. But then like an hour later...
Was it a combination of thoughts and prayers?
I don't know about that. But then I was reading that the Swiss have already figured it out. That the Swiss...
Why are they holding out?
Are putting... Well, I mean, it's the first trial run, if you'll pardon the pun. But this implant that they're putting in people's spines reversed paralysis within a day.
Wow.
That is
3
a
pairs.
miracle.
And there's video of these guys. Obviously, their legs are atrophied, but they're walking. They got a walker. They're real wobbly, so it'd just be a matter of them doing some physical therapy.
Building their muscles back up.
That is a miracle.
3 patients regained the ability to walk, cycle, and even swim. The Swiss Federal Institute of Technology, or SFIT, they've been working on, they put these electrodes or whatever into people's spinal cords, and these people are walking around.
Yeah, until you forget to charge your back.
Right.
I'm paralyzed again.
What
Dang
happened?
it.
You guys got a lightning charger?
I've got a 10,000 step charge on me here.
Why are you late? I forgot to charge my spine.
Oh, God, I'm so sorry. One of the patients was an Italian guy paralyzed from a motorcycle accident.
And now he can jump over a hole.
I do a leap with my with my new spinal cord. Took his first steps in 4 years. So listen, man, wherever you are on the paralysis spectrum, this is great news. So if you've been paralyzed for a long time, you just have to hang in there. If you're newly paralyzed, you're not going to have long to wait. And if you do a lot of things that make future paralysis a certainty, just time it all properly. So
Yeah, this is great news for jackass guys.
you're right. Like time it so like you're only going to be breathing into a tube for about a week or so, right? And then they'll figure it out. That's pretty wild.
I don't know if it's going to make it to America, though, because Big Wheelchair is not going to be happy about this.
The Swiss might be neutral on a lot of things, but they are not neutral on mobility. Yes? Poundcake?
Oh, I didn't say anything.
I thought you were trying to get in there.
No.
Oh, maybe it was Brian that said something.
Poundcake's like, I also haven't taken this step in 4 years.
No, I was just co-signing.
I can still do my podcast if I was paralyzed.
I used to think it was so cool watching those little scooter commercials, the hover rounds. I didn't as a kid, you don't realize it's for disabled people that can't really walk. But
What are you talking about?
what?
You didn't. What
You
did
didn't know? You just thought it was old people chose to get around by hover round or rascal?
I thought it just like exhausted them, and they're like, "Here, get the scooter." But still, a kid doesn't realize like
You as a kid, maybe, but
Okay,
I when I saw someone in
I thought it
a
was
scooter,
cool.
I knew that it was because they couldn't walk.
Well, I
or
thought it was cool.
Had disabilities of some sort.
At the grocery store, I would always see it at the front of like the thing, and I would always hop on, and Mom was like, "Get your ass off of that," and I'm like, "Why?" She's like, "It's for disabled people." I was like, "Oh, I wanted to drive it around."
There's that video that went viral a couple weeks ago of like a lady driving one of those, and like all her kids are like hanging on to one of the kids, like laying on it underneath, and you're just like, man.
One of
this
the last.
Didn't Erica used to have to ride those around?
Yeah,
like
people
she'd go to
got mad at
Target.
her.
Someone
Yeah.
got mad at her, like, that's for people like me, not you,
Right.
girly. She had to cuss a big child.
Poundcake, if Poundcake had a tracheotomy, he would sound like Roz from Monsters, Inc.
Yeah.
And there you go.
You didn't file your paperwork.
Paperwork.
My dad, one time we were at the mall with all the nieces and nephews, and because everybody was in town, I think it was Christmas a couple years ago, and my dad was too big to be walking around at that point, so he rented a little scooter to scoot around the mall,
Right.
and then all the grandkids wanted scooters, so he rented those little animals. Do you know those animals with like the wheels? And it's one of my favorite pictures now. Looking back on my phone, there's pictures of like just a whole probably 50 feet of children on animals, and my dad on a scooter behind them, like just going around.
It was
the
like
mall.
a motorcycle gang.
Yes, it was.
No, that's cute.
It was so cute.
Going today?
Wazowski, you didn't file your paperwork last night.
All right, I got to take a break. You want to get the last word in, send me a text. If you want to get $1,000, I'll have another keyword for you about 20 minutes away. 20 minutes away, 6:30, your next chance to go fund yourself is coming up.